Alright, I literally rolled out of bed, opened my phone, and the first thing I saw was that this trailer is out, so I figure I should give a little reaction video. I mean, Loak is my profile picture, so I kind of have a vested interest in these movies, I suppose. Big fans of both the first and the second one. Big fan, I should say. I watched the first one when I was 8 years oldish in cinemas. My dad took me, and it was fantastic. Just back then, I was mind blown visual effects wise, and we saw it in 3D when that was a thing, and it was really cool. It was just such a visceral experience, and it kind of stayed with me, and I kept watching the movie, once a year, twice a year, basically all the way up until the second one released, Way of Water. I watched that in cinemas 3 to 4 times, and don't get me wrong, I think that the story was a replica of the first movie, so that was awesome. I mean, don't fix what ain't broke, right? But the visual effects, I can really, really appreciate not only how crisp they are, but what they're actually doing for the film industry in terms of pushing, performance capture technology and devising technology that captures performance underwater for that movie, and, the machine learning that they use to actually teach water to a platform to then use it in the movie, and just, the behind the scenes behind the Avatar Way of Water in particular is super, super duper impressive. And I'm fairly sure they shot a lot of it in Auckland, where I used to live, at a film studio I visited in Kumiu. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but without further ado, now that you can kind of know the lens that I am seeing this trailer with, being an Avatar enthusiast and a film enthusiast, full bias laid out on the table, let's give it a watch. Haven't seen it yet.
The strength of the ancestors is here.
Alright. Oh, fuck. What in the... Oh, wow. Okay, sure.
Live like this, baby. In hate.
Warwick.
If there is something you can do, then you must do it. The children! No, Spider. And we will find another way. Your goddess has no dominion here.
Mark your calendars, December 19. And I would like to point out that New Zealand is one of the most ahead places time-wise. So I'm going to watch this movie and spoil it for all of y'all before you guys even get a chance. I'm kidding. There's a lot to unpack in this trailer, honestly. Very minimal dialogue, which is refreshing, to be honest. And it doesn't really follow the usual Actually, it kind of does. I was about to say it doesn't usually follow the usual trailer formula, but it kind of does. I was about to say there's no real like post scene after like the build up, but it's this. It's this.
Your goddess has no dominion here.
So with this being said, I quite like the kind of interesting idea. First of all, if we think about the large scale of things. There almost seems like kind of a three-way war going on between the sky people, the like ocean Na'vi, and the forest Na'vi. They probably ally, right? But then the fire Na'vi as well, who, by the looks of things, detest or like forsake Awa, the kind of being or what we would describe as a network on Pandora. So that's an interesting dynamic to have these like completely foreign people in their way of life kind of clashing with, you know, what we know to be the normal Na'vi way of life, I suppose. I feel like a lot of these shots are repeats, if I'm not mistaken. No, was this in the... No, this wasn't in the Way of Water, I think. This is the sunken This is like the sunken ship. So okay, all this stuff is new, I think. So that's pretty cool. We have some like reintroductions to the characters. Looks like here we got. Are these what are these? Are these like the from whence do these originate? These things. Are these like? We've got some guy in red sitting atop it. Is this a fire being? And the fire beings possess these ships. Who is this in the background? Is this a fire chief? This doesn't look like... I forget names, I'm so sorry, but this doesn't look like either leader of like the jungle Na'vi or like the ocean people. Are they still called Na'vi? Here I am, a self-confessed Avatar expert, and I don't even know. What are they called? The Metkayina. Yeah, okay. The Metkayina, okay. My bad. I guess these are like fire ships, right? And they take them to where they need to go. We've got Quaritch here. I think this has got to be Quaritch. Is he being taken... Is Quaritch being taken in? Oh, wait, is this the fire people? Does Quaritch get with the fire people? I mean, if we think about it, like, I would imagine they have some similar ideologies. They the fire people probably hate every other non-fire people. And then, Quaritch hates Jake, so maybe they've got a similar vendetta. It looks like Quaritch, honestly, right there. If we take a close look, he looks like he's carrying a bag right in the center there. I think that is Quaritch, and he's gonna get with the fire people. Looks like Loak is injured. There's the whale. These are the sky beings. We're gonna see Loak and... What is her name? I should have watched the second movie before I decided to do a reaction video to this trailer. Tireya, okay. Tireya, yeah. Here we've got Avatar: The Way of the Divorce, looks like. If we take a look at this shot here, perfect. Oh no, that's Loak. I thought it was Neytiri.
You cannot live like this, baby. In hate.
We're gonna see a hella strong arc from Neytiri. We saw at the end of like last movie that she just like completely lost the plot when one of her sons was killed. And honestly, I can really see her questioning Awa in general for allowing this to happen, for allowing her son to die, I suppose. Maybe she'll just like become more spiritual and just be like, that is the way of things. But I can see her adopting a hate Awa mentality which would align, in my opinion, with the fire people. It's not really shown in the trailer, I think, but it could be a thing. I can see that becoming a thing. Here's Quaritch again. Yeah, so Quaritch gets taken in by... I'm gonna presume... But we've also got Ikran. So I don't really know who these people are. I feel like they're the fire people, though. But they also have Ikran.
If there's something you can do...
Okay, so here we've got a standoff between the fire people and the water people. This is for sure what's happening. We can see, like, red here. These aren't humans. Unless the humans have developed some, like, avatar tech that's, like, allowing them to stand this tall. Nah, these are fire people for sure.
Then you must do it.
Yeah, so Quaritch... Okay, so 100% Quaritch is going to get with the fire people. Quaritch is going to get with the fire people, and he's going to turn the fire people against the Midkayuna, for sure. Here's Quaritch again. He's probably going to get the human army involved as well. This is right before their alliance. This is literally right before their alliance, I swear to God. Or it's after their alliance, and he's bringing the army together. 100%. This is really cool. This is some kind of, like, way of fire magic. Which is going on. That's pretty sick. I like that.
The children.
What is happening? What is happening to Neytiri here? What is going on here? She must have gotten injured or something.
The children. No, Spider.
Jake Sully gets captured by the fire people and the humans. Don't know what happens here.
And we will find another way.
We've got a literal exact replica of what happened in the previous movie with the whale and the sub, so that's good. Looks like we've got a battle here between the fire people and the others. Spider dies, that's good. Yeah, Quaritch, he's got red fire paint on him.
Yo, real quick as well, just noticing here while editing this, completely away from my normal microphone, hence the mic quality, Neytiri is wearing her funeral gear, her funeral headdress. Somebody else close to the family dies. Any predictions on what this will be? I think it's going to be the little one. I reckon she's insignificant enough to kill off. We're going to kill off the little one, the Loak is going to grow up, and then the other one is going to become like an Awa sage or something. That's the prediction. Rue, or whatever her name is, yeah, she's going to die, for real.
Obviously, he aligns with the fire people, and that's obviously what happens. I don't know why I'm going on about it. That's a pretty cool gun. I want whatever this is. It looks like a sniper rifle. That's pretty cool. I remember when I was, 8, and I saw them guns in the first movie. I wanted to get one. I wanted to get like a replica or something because Weta Workshop did them. Weta Workshop did all the props for that movie, and they had some on display at their headquarters, which is down that way actually. Not that local, but you can get there via bus ride, and yeah, they're really cool. I wanted one. I was willing to pay top dollar for one. They still have it there to display, on display. I went there. She's got a flamethrower. That's cool.
Your goddess has no dominion here.
Yeah, so excuse my recommended videos. I just wonder why the fire people are suddenly convinced by Quaritch to fight the Midkayuna and the Na'vi. Like, why? Because we haven't seen them before. They've just been living in seclusion. We didn't see them at all in the first film or at all in the second film. So what changes their mind, I guess? Maybe Quaritch just convinces them that they pose a threat. Imagine jungle and water forces. Imagine the what the threat they could pose to your way of life. They are AWO worshippers. We have to do something like that. I don't know. Okay. That's a fire person, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's a fire person. Okay, here's the plot of the movie, alright? Quaritch gets with the fire people, turns the fire people against the water people and the jungle people, but then fire people realize that it's actually humans that are the biggest threat to their way of life. And then the fire people and the water people and then the jungle people are all gonna ally against the human people. That's gonna be the arc. Yes, okay, good. Quote me on that. What is this handprint, by the way? What is that? What is this handprint? That's a human's hand. That's Spider's hand. I'm going to guess and say that that's Spider. No, it can't be. They're like 9 foot tall. Would that proportionally work? Whose hand is that? Their hands are so much bigger than that. I'm gonna guess it's Spider's hand. Wait, but then my hand is that size on me. Spider's hand would be like, maybe he's got really big hands. I give up, man. I'm not smart enough to solve this shit. What is that in the background of this? This is one of their ships. It was blown apart. I think this is one of the ships at the start of the movie. I think this is one of... Where's it at? One of these bad boys. And I think it was blown up by something. It looks like this. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? In which case, 100%. The Midkainia and the Na'vi don't have technology big enough to destroy one of these things, in my opinion. So, like, I'm pretty sure this is humans destroying this ship. So I think it adds to the idea that humans versus fire people is going to happen. And it's going to be all of the Pandoran warriors versus humans. Yeah, there's gonna be some kind of like, there's gonna be some kind of cultural shift.
Your goddess has...
To where all the blue people versus humans is gonna happen. Yeah, I think I'm right. Okay, yeah. That is my concluding thoughts. Can't wait for the movie. And yeah, we'll talk about it when it's out, I guess, or if there's another trailer that drops, which wouldn't surprise me. Super glad as well that I didn't have to go to Fantastic Four to watch this trailer. I almost did. I almost paid for Fantastic Four just to watch this trailer, then walk out of the movie. Glad I didn't have to do that, and instead I get to watch it in the comfort of my bedroom for free. Sorry for the verbal vomit in this video. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one, alright? New Oblivion video coming soon. Bye-bye.